Hey guys, it's Aya Fashionista, and I just wanted to show you guys my calendar for 2014. Yeah, I've had this for a while. I love horses. But today I have some new school year advice, so hope you guys like it. Hey guys, I'll be your teaching mentor today with new school year organization and advice. So I know how hard it can be to keep your desk or chair back cover clean. I've always been pretty clean, but even though I am a clean person, my desk still gets pretty dirty. So, what I would suggest if you do have a chair back cover, I'm sorry this is shaky. I'm sorry if this kind of creeps you out. So, I would suggest to organize your books to the order of each class. So say that you have math first. Say that you have vocabulary next. Then you have vocabulary quizzes. Then you have handwriting. This was a long time ago. And then maybe history, science, and what is that? Geography. Geography, I mean. So, last year what I had first was handwriting. So I'm going to put handwriting first. And then I had math. And then I had all my other stuff. So that's advice number 1. Number 2, don't put off your homework and projects until the very last minute. Just take 20 minutes out of your afternoon after school to study for maybe a test or work on a project or do your homework or how long it takes you. What I usually do is, since I've gotten into higher grades and school has gotten harder, I decided that I'll do 30 minutes of school and then take a 10-minute break. Then do more school and then take a 10-minute break until I'm done. Or you could just do it all at once. I would suggest either one of those. So, have you ever had this happen to you? Look up how dolphins swim. Write a 3-page paper on them as well. Turn in the paper by, I have no idea when I'm going to upload this, so I just put diddly diddly, like in cartoons, equals 1 week. So, have you ever had that happen to you? I would say, if that happens to you, then incorporate it into your homework schedule. So I would say, okay, so I have this project to turn in a week. I'm not going to wait till last minute because then it gets stressful. I always leave about 3 days in case something goes wrong with my project, in case I all of a sudden find out that that's not true and I have to change like the whole paper or something. So I would suggest leaving at least 3 days to be able to just not worry about anything, and if something goes wrong, then you still have those 3 days. So that's advice number 2. So my next advice is to have something to remind yourself what you have to study for and what homework you have. So, at my school, they had things called planners. And so then I don't know what PP stands for, I forgot. But, so we had like textbook, do Friday and stuff like that. Read history book 1 through 5. And then if I already did something, then I would say done, and I'd get all happy and stuff like that. So at my school, we had these planners so that we could remember all the stuff that we had to do. And sometimes we had school that we had homework that was like for a couple days, and as you can see, finished no math. So I have to find the page that I wrote on. Holiday break. It's in November. Yes, okay. So under science, I said study, 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 study. Let me just write something down. I actually made this duct tape. There we go. Just have to pop off that lid. And then so maybe study for math test. And I am actually writing looking through the camera, so this was really hard to write. This that I wrote through the camera. So report due on dolphins. And I may like do something to show that I really need to focus on that or something like that. But I got a 5-star binder and it actually had all these things. So I can actually study these kind of things. So here's like the United States. Here's all the presidents. Can we focus? Thank you. From George Washington all the way down to George W. Bush. They don't have Obama on there yet, though, because this was like, I don't know when this was, but they still don't have this. Then I also have language arts, so like it shows kind of things like a verb, actions, or state of being and indicates the time of that action or state. So past, John walked to the game. Present, I write poetry. Future, we will go to the museum tomorrow. And like science, I never really looked at because it was weird. I'm not really a sciencey person. Like, I like hands-on science. I don't like this kind of science. Or dissecting stuff. But this has the times tables. So it goes all the way down to 15, 15 to 14, and that's 210. So I really like that 5-star thing. And then I always had paper in the back that I wrote on. And then I have my folder, which would be like drawings and stuff if I was bored, because I always finished 20 minutes early at my school. So I'd have stuff to draw on. I'd have paper to draw on in here. So that's advice number 3. Whoa, that was bright. So this advice, I find, is one of the most important of them all. Sorry about my finger there. I am actually one of those people that just stuffs papers in their desk and then I can't find them. Well, I used to be. Then I was like, okay, this isn't working. It's just punishing myself. So have you ever done this? Okay, teacher. When you're supposed to be putting it in your folder. I know I have. But I haven't done that since the 3rd grade. So, I know people who just stuff crayons and stuff into... Ooh, that looks cool. I know people who just stuff papers into their desks, and it's just not good, because then you can't find them, and then most of the time it's stuff that you have to turn in. So that's what's really bad about it. So, it's okay to keep some pencils out and stuff, like, you know how most desks have those little... This is more advice for elementary, because I haven't gone into middle school yet. But so it's okay to have some pencils at the front of your desk, and maybe your pencil box at the end. And I was actually reduced to getting a pencil box with a lock on it because people would get into my desk and steal my stuff. I don't think that's cool, and I don't think they should do that. Because one time I had this really cute, like, little eraser person. Oh, I still have my first thing in there. I had, like, this really cute, like, I bet everyone's heard of these, but they're, like, little erasers that are shaped like things. Like, this one's a donut, chocolate donut. But I had a really cute giraffe in there, and someone stole it. And I was really upset. And I had this pencil. Well, no, I had a pen that was like this, except it was like a million times nicer. Like, this one's pretty cheap. It doesn't even retract. There we go. And someone stole it from me, and I think that's really not cool. And if you are one of those people, I don't want hate from you. I'm just saying that I really love that stuff. And so I was reduced to getting a lock. Because I couldn't trust people, and it just makes me sad. So I have one more piece of advice, and then that's the end. I know how hard it is to be popular because you just want to fit in and you just want to be one of the popular kids. Everyone wants to be that. And I know what that feels like. But in the same way, I know what popularity feels like. Because I'm just one of those kind of people that you just become instantly friends with. But some girls, I've had a lot of girls that were catty in my life. And I had this one friend, she was my best friend. She looks kind of like this Barbie. And they just were just mean. And they were mean to me because they wanted my friend to be their best friend, and it isn't Star Dazzle. Piece of hair. Just, bothering me. But I know how hard it is to want to be popular because I switched to a new school and it was like a really weird school. Like, all the grades were mixed together and stuff, so I just felt like I didn't belong because I was the only girl that was in 4th grade at that whole entire school. And this girl that was older than me, she was in 5th grade, she was like my best friend at the beginning, then and all the little kids followed her. Wherever she went, they went. Whatever she did, they did. And so it just, all of a sudden she started feeling like I was a threat or something. I don't know. But then all of a sudden she started being really mean to me. And so I know how that feels. But don't be pressured to be popular. Don't be pressured to just be cool. Just be yourself. That's what I found, because whenever I try to be someone else that I'm not, it doesn't turn out good. Either I forget that I'm playing that person, or I've never gotten as many friends as I have when I've just been myself. Like that year at the beginning, I wasn't myself. And no one liked me except that one girl. And that was one friend. But in the middle of the year, I changed to being myself. And all the little kids wanted to be my best friend. And so I just think that's the better way to go. Even if your own self is really weird and awkward, just be yourself. There's nothing better that you can do. So that wraps up my video. So Thank you everyone for watching, and if you liked my advice, please leave a like and subscribe for some school DIYs. And just remember, be yourself, study hard, and be organized. Those are the best things that you can do in school. Thanks for watching. This is kind of creepy. Bye.